It is crazy how the Lauri Markkanen situation has developed. I personally, I don't know what Utah is going to do, but I wonder if to them they think their their core or whatever. Like, I think they want to cash in on Lowry because they feel like the value's at its highest. Utah Jazz fans, do you think Lowry stays, or do you think I wouldn't be surprised if he stays and resigns on a deal, and then after they resign him, they trade him. But maybe they resign him at they don't resign him and they just straight up trade him. I'm always interested in this. But let's get into today's video. I want to hear your guys' opinions down below in the comment section. What do you guys think of this situation, and what is your expectation on how it'll end up? Because to say the least, I think it's one that is developing. And I don't know why the Oklahoma City Thunder just seem a really good fit. I like the idea of Lauri Markkanen and Chet Holmgren being the front court with Shea. Like, that team's just massive, and I could see a lot of teams wanting Lauri Markkanen. So let's just get into today's report, and I want to hear your guys' opinions. Like, what do you guys think and why? Hit that like and subscribe button, and let me know your opinions on if you think Lauri Markkanen is going to be long-term a Utah Jazz. Because to me, I agree. If you guys said the situation was fluid, or if that's what your thoughts are in the comments, I'm in agreement. So the report goes like this, to be exact, and I want to get the credit down below correct. So the person who put out this report is, I don't know why, but this is coming from Mr. The Hoops Hype Guys and The Ringer. It's a combination of information. So what we're hearing that, a few years ago, Lauri Markkanen didn't have any trade value, and now he's got a bunch of it. So I think that's the best part. But they want a similar value deal as Rudy Gobert got them and Donovan Mitchell, which is kind of insane. So you're talking like picks galore and young players, which is obviously a lot for Lauri Markkanen. The only teams that can do that are ones that are rebuilding. So what we're hearing is that the Jazz might want to go full rebuild, as they're kind of, I think, building around Lowry and whatever might be like a lot of mediocrity and won't allow him to get like true talent. So for Markkanen, this year he's developed into one of the best scoring big mans in the league at the power forward position. He can also play center. He's better suited at the power forward, averaging 25 points, 9 rebounds, shooting 49.5% from the field and 38.9% from three over the past 2 seasons. He's got a great face-up game. He's got quickness, can drive, and he's on a team-friendly deal, so you're basically trading to bring him back. And Markkanen said himself in an interview that he basically wants to stay in Utah, that it's something he would like to see or happen, that Lauri Markkanen doesn't want to go anywhere, and that's being something that's clearly being messaged. So I do want to hear your guys' standpoint on why or where do you think the best way for this to all, work out, as I think it's definitely interesting as we look at the situation. Because for me, I'm intrigued by the idea of the Thunder sending, okay, it's only $18 million. Well, they can basically package Trey Mann, Poku. Who else could they give up? Maybe Ousmane Dieng. And I want to say, we knew that the Thunder allegedly had interest. And I think the Thunder are the ones that I'm going to stick with. So $18 million, I think they could give up 5 picks and still be fine. So listen, they give up their 5 shittiest picks. Let's say the Thunder give up their 5 worst picks, and they just gave up matching salary. So you give them 5 first-round picks, because they have 24 first-round picks or 30 first-round picks. So they still have the most first-round picks in the league by doing this deal. So Thunder fans, don't worry. So Utah, you get the 5 worst Thunder picks, all right, that aren't pick swaps, that are either protected or, whatever. And you send in contracts Poku, that's 5. Usman Jang is 4.7. Trey Man is, so 4.7 plus 5, that's 9. Usman, Trey Man, so far Poku and Usman Jang is getting you to about 9.7 million, plus now you put in Trey Man, that gets you to about just 13 million. Okay, and now you're only $5 million short. So you do what? Aaron Wiggins and this is where it gets tough. Aaron Wiggins and Isaiah Joe and 5 first-round picks. Would you guys do that deal? Or F it. Because I was doing all young guys. Vasilija Micic, that's 7.7. Throw in the 9.7 that is Poku and Usman Jang. That brings you to 18.4. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to having Mr. Lauri Markkanen on the team. If you do a Vasilija Micic deal with that, and all you got to give up is 3 players, Vasilija Micic, Usman Jang, and Poku. And if they say we don't want Poku, then you do, I guess, Trey Man with Aaron Wiggins. So the other deal is Aaron Wiggins, Trey Man, Vasilija Micic, and Usman Jang. I'm all for that. And they also said they could potentially trade Josh Giddey. So the other deal could just be Josh Giddey, Vasilija Micic, Usman Jang, and 5 of the worst first-round picks that they have to offer. I sit here and I think, 5 first-round picks, if you can get them where they're not like pick swaps and everything, that honestly might be worth the trouble. So that's where I think it's going to be interesting to see how this all develops and why, as I am definitely a fan of the possibility of Lauri Markkanen being next to Chet Holmgren. And that's my whole thought process is the idea of that front court, because then I would want Josh Giddey to stay, because having Josh Giddey next to Shea, and then you have Chet Holmgren and Lauri Markkanen with J-Dub in the middle, oh my God, that team, no one's shorter than 6'7", which is absolutely unbelievable in my opinion. And I find that to be the most exciting aspect of all of this to me. So, I don't know. Let me hear your thoughts down below in the comment section, because I definitely think this is way more interesting than what people are making it out to believe, as it's, I don't know. This is definitely an opportunity for a team like the Thunder. Maybe the Spurs come in and they want the Wemby situation to progress a little faster than it has been. And if it is, so be it. I'd be all for it. Now, to me, this situation could develop rapidly as trade deadline approaches, and with the new CBA and all the aprons, teams won't be able to make this move in the future. So for me, I think everyone's best interest is to go ahead and, potentially try to get Lauri now. And I think that's what the Utah Jazz are realizing, that if they sell on him right now, they might get the best return on their investment here than they would in the future, but because Lauri's trade value won't be as high, because people are going to be squeezed due to the monetary situation that's going to be created by the CBA, and at least half the league being hard capped to the first tax apron. So that's something that people need to realize, and that's something that everyone's discussing.